Good morning, FHS. I'm Chandler.
And I'm Adam with your Friday morning news.
Attention any boy who wants to play basketball this winter. Please plan ahead on attending a brief but important meeting on Thursday, the 18th, at 11, right after school in room D103. If you can't make it, please see Coach Jonas on the 18th to get the info.
The high school marching band will be traveling to the DeWitt Marching Invitational tomorrow, October 13th. The band will perform in Panther Stadium at 6:15 p.m. in Class B. This performance will mark the end of this season for the marching band and the end of a great career for our seniors. Congratulations, bandos, and good luck tomorrow.
Can you sing? If so, Fallible Idol wants you. Auditions will be held October 30th. Please see Mrs. Tomasi to sign up for an audition time.
Are you looking for a great movie this weekend? Well, we have some great suggestions for you.
Man, I'm so bored. I wish I had a movie to watch or something.
Oh boy, do I have some picks for you.
Avengers Infinity War.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
Infinity War was released April 27th earlier this year. It went on to gross over $2 billion at the box office, making it the fourth highest grossing film of all time. It also introduced Josh Brolin as Thanos, potentially the best MCU villain to date. If you have not seen this film, I cannot recommend highly enough. Overall, really good, amazing blockbuster, critically acclaimed, 10 out of 10. Nope, 11 out of 10.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose.
Incredibles 2. Released 14 years after the first film, Incredibles 2 was released to fan love and much critical acclaim, and became the second highest grossing animated film ever. Quote from an anonymous source saying it is, quote, primo.
Combustion imminent? What does that mean? Ah!
It means fire, Robert.
So yeah, going off of that quote and from the reviews I've read, I would recommend this film, so go see it.
I'll be there ASAP.
A Quiet Place. Also released in April of this year, A Quiet Place is a dramatic horror thriller film written, directed, and starring John Krasinski. Also starring his real-life wife, Emily Blunt, and child actors Cade Ward and Millicent Simmons, the latter of which is actually deaf, all learn sign language and combine silence for this very, very smart movie. Really moving film, 11 out of 10.
Hopefully you enjoyed these movies as much as we did.
In sports, the varsity volleyball team played in a league match against Hazlitt on October 10th and lost all 3 games. Missing senior setter Danny Ryan, the Glads made up for it by rallying behind freshman setter Abby Thomas. Abby had 18 assists and 16 digs for the night. She played with strong determination, confidence, and hustled around the court. Senior Jackie Jarvis had 8 kills and 25 digs, and Grace Wallace had 21 digs and 3 points. Livy Dufour had 7 kills and 15 digs, and Leah Ash had 7 kills and 4 blocks. Laura Marquette added 5 kills and 2 blocks, and Natalie Jubilee played great defense with 10 digs, 3 aces, and 7 points. The Glads traveled to Churchill this Saturday to play in their invite and then play Mason next Wednesday.
The boys varsity tennis team ended its season on Thursday with a 5th place finish at the MHSAA regional tournament in Hazlitt. DeWitt won with 13. Hazlitt was second with 12, and St. John's, who was qualified, also with 11 points. Caden Flannery and Christian Montrose won the first doubles flight by beating Hazlitt, Williamston, and DeWitt. They ended their season with a 25-1 record and won their last 25 matches. Carter Young and Garrett Earl lost in the championship match at the 4 doubles, losing to a very strong team for DeWitt. Earlier, they mounted a huge comeback with the semis against Williamston. Down a set and 3-0 in the second, they came back to post a 1-6, 6-4, 7-5 victory. Shane Saibo, Mason Sova third doubles won a match before falling to the top seed, as did Shaw Sova first singles and Joey Quigley second singles. Congratulations, guys, on a great season.
Varsity tennis players, remember the banquet is Tuesday at 6:30.
The JV football team suffered their first loss of the season last night. It was a back and forth battle between both teams, but Lansing Catholic was able to, in the end, defeat Glad's 7-game winning streak. Billy Hutchins and Gavin Camps came up with amazing catches all night, high-pointing the ball over Catholic defensive backs. Adam Simon continued his human play by moving the ball down the field and scoring multiple times. The JV football team will end its season next week by hosting Corona.
To close out our sports for the week, we have our second edition of FHS 8, the Ocho.
Welcome to FHS 8, the Ocho. I'm Alec.
I'm Peyton. The first topic to be discussed today is how the Lions overcame the Green Bay Packers. Now we will send you to Andrew and Clayton.
This week, the Detroit Lions played the Green Bay Packers at Ford Field. In an NFC North matchup, Detroit beat Green Bay 31-23. Detroit played a great first half but struggled in the second half, with Green Bay inching back into the game.
And also, Detroit's wide receiver made an outstanding catches and made a big difference in the end, although Green Bay was fighting back with their kicker. Their kicker, Mason Crosby, had the worst game of his life, missing 3 field goals and an extra point, costing his team 10 points. This week, the Detroit Lions have a bye week, and maybe we'll see if they improve their game by next week.
Well, guys, do you think the Lions will keep their winning streak with 2 big wins under their belt from the Green Bay Packers and the Patriots?
I think the Lions will be able to pick up another win after the bye week. The Dolphins beat the Jets, who did beat the Lions week 1, but the Dolphins also lost the Patriots, to who the Lions also beat. So I think they should be able to put together a big game after the bye week.
Next, we'll send you to Caden and Joey for some coverage on the MLB playoffs.
In the MLB playoffs, the Red Sox beat the Yankees 3-1, and the Astros swept the Indians 3-0 in the AL Divisional Series.
In the National League, the Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Atlanta Braves 3-1, and the Milwaukee Brewers beat the Colorado Rockies 3-0.
Good luck to all the teams still chasing the World Series ring. That's it for this edition of FHS 8 the Ocho. This is Alec.
And Peyton.
See you next week.
Before we leave you, we have your weekend weather update.
Hello, I'm Andrew with your weekly weather update. Summer temps are officially gone. Today's weather has a high of 49 and a low of 36. It will be mostly cloudy and cold. If you're heading out to the football game tonight, make sure to dress warm. Your weekend weather will stay cool, with temps in the low 50s during the day and dropping to the 30s at night. Next week, fall temperatures will continue to resume temps in the 40s and 50s. That's your weekly weather update. Back to you in the studio.
It's going to be a chilly weekend if you head out to the football game this weekend. Make sure to dress warm. Good luck to our varsity football team. Have a great weekend, FHS.
I'm Chandler.
And I'm